Well, we got some good news. That crazy grandmother who died of her own accord, I just found out there's not going to be any charges filed, so that's great. She assaulted a minor and she died of a heart attack because she had a heart condition that she was fully aware of. Good riddance. Anyone who wants any actual details, I really could care less. Ow. Why is this motherfucker stopped here? Oh, damn. My shit got fucked up. Wait, train, wait. Get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. Get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. Yes! Is that even a real ladder? Or am I just gonna fucking fall off? Yes! Wait, I can't drive the train? Do I have to go through that one? Fuck. Alright, bitch. Bro, I could have swore I was able to drive the train. Damn it. Then which one of these fucking trains can I take? I could have swore I could drive a train. I'm not retarded, right? I'm not thinking of Red Dead Redemption. Yes, the old lady was pretty much beating up a minor. A manager came, uh, beat her up to get her off of the minor, and then the bitch had a heart attack and died. And people think we should feel bad for her, but when you have no self-control, I don't feel bad when someone actually dies from their own stupidity. And I hope the courts aren't retarded enough to try to get, um, get sued by Benjamin Crump's retarded ass. Because you know that man is going to try to get some sort of money because that's all he does. I mean, him and him and um him and Nolan's parents are the ones that opened up Nolan's estate just so they could sue the city and the white prick. Bro, what kind of bullshit is this? Thought I could drive the motherfucking train. All over a sandwich that apparently was made wrong. She jumped a minor, attacked them because she had her order. How sad is that? You know what? Maybe I can only drive those other trains. Oh. Wow, what a retard. You jump a minor because the sandwich was made wrong and you end up dead. And yeah, so I hope Ben Crump and them don't somehow get a judge that will grant them money for this retarded shit. I mean, I hope they use the police report to show that clearly they showed that the old ass woman was in the wrong. She had no self control. She was acting like a flirt with no self control. And then she lied about it to turn herself into the victim. So, too bad, so sad, but the world did not lose anything of importance. She knew she had a bad heart, yet she chose to go. And, I mean, you know how easy it is to just say, hey, my order is wrong. Do you mind making me another sandwich? So, I mean, it didn't have to get to this point. It got to this point because she's retarded and has no self control. So, no, I don't feel bad. I just hope that some judge doesn't reward that retard's family any money from the true victim who was both the minor and the fucking uh, manager who had to separate them because the old lady was fucking attacking that minor. So, yeah, I actually hope that Ben Crump gets sued. I mean, he should be getting sued for Nolan Wells' case. I mean, Lord have mercy. If you need a step-by-step guide on how to race grift, all you gotta do is watch Ben Crump. That granny's in hell, and it's her own damn fault. And I don't feel a single iota of sadness for her. She could have been alive still. All she had to do was be civil. You can't be civil, you got no self-control. Bye-bye, dum-dum. Bye-bye. Damn, even her own family hated her most of her life. Wow. Yeah. If a judge awards that family money or Ben Crump money, I swear I will be completely faithless in our justice system. Everybody who saw the case and saw the footage knew that nobody would be charged. There was never any doubt that people would be charged or not be charged. It's whether fucking the race hustlers are going to try to get money out of the person who is just offending a minor. So, But I wish you could countersue these dumb fucks who have absolutely no evidence, who's obviously race grifting. I wish we had something like that, where when you bring such a false bullshit lawsuit to try to just profit off of a tragedy, I have no empathy for you. And I wish you could get countersued and lose whatever that family has. And I hope Crump gets sued for being an attorney of, I mean, he's supposed to be a good attorney, I guess, Mr. Civil Rights Slip and Fall attorney. But we all know why he shows up. He's all in it for the money. I mean, look how quickly they made the Nolan Wells estate. It was the same day as his funeral. They couldn't wait to make that so they could sue those white kids. And the same shit is happening in that case. All the evidence is showing that there was that it was pretty much impossible for those white kids to have done anything to Nolan Wells. They left at 4:30, and sources show that he was alive and well on the island at 6 o'clock when those white friends were not there. So, I mean, Ben Crump doesn't have. I mean, I wish people could just be disbarred for blatant bullshit. Man, if I could be the president, this country would finally be a fucking country and not a liberal breeding ground of terrorist radicals. Wow, she did not decline medical help while EMS was on the way. Yeah, so the self-defense that um the self-defense that the manager had to do to get that crazy old lady away from the minor, um, they said the county said that that had no contributing factor to her heart attack. That bitch's ticker was old as fuck. She knew about it. She knew she had heart problems. Yet she chose to act like an animal just because they, what, got her sandwich wrong? That's all I'm gonna say about her. Nobody cares. We all know charges were never going to be filed. So, I don't know why I made her the title. Yep, don't feel bad. Not even a little bit. Damn it. Yeah, so there's another news. The WNBA still doesn't understand what the W in that name means. It's sad, but it's basically going to turn into like an NBA style softball league for old men. Because why would any team draft a woman over an old guy or a straight out of college trainee? I mean, there will be almost no women in the WNBA if you let that occur. I doubt there'll actually be any. So if they're okay with their league turning into like a softball league, then fuck it. Let them meet their own demise.
This is a fine automobile. Oh, I'm so sorry.
I mean, if you can't help but be retarded, then you deserve all the failure that's going to come your way. Oh, and I was also watching this thing of this one tranny and this non-binary woman. I mean, let's be honest. They say she's a woman, but anyway, they were trying to say that trans women know womanhood better than actual women. The notion is retarded, because men can't be women. You could cut your dick off, brother. You could dress in drag, But as soon as I administer a chromosomal test, we all see you're a dude. You're like Brittany Griner. You're just a dude pretending to be a woman. And nobody cares if you want to be trans in private or even in public, but it's the entitlement. It's the I think I should be able to use the women's bathroom because I feel like a woman. Well, I feel like you're disgusting, so you should get the fuck out. I mean, if we were in public and you said you wanted to be called ma'am, sure, I can be respectful. As soon as you start crashing out and being a little bitch, the last thing I want to do is anything that you ask me to. And no, I don't feel bad for people who crash out at simple words. They're obviously less than human since they don't have self-control. I mean, what separates us from animals besides our obvious high intellect? Oh yeah, it's self-control, being able to live in a civilized society because a civilized society is the best kind of environment for advancements in science, advancements in whatever, you know, all of that bullshit. So you don't have to feed into these people's delusions. We all know they're not female. I mean, come on. Not only are we hearing it in the voice, but as soon as you administer that chromosomal test, you find out because the tranny will lie to you, but science won't. So yeah, we can easily administer. I mean, if the NBA is still subsidizing the league, they can definitely afford chromosomal tests for every player. I mean, I would say that's a small price to pay to keep the integrity of the league. But you would have to have a brain to come to that conclusion, and we all know that liberals, they don't have much of a brain. They have platitudes for decades. They have virtue signaling for centuries. But if you ask them to explain their point, they cry and they call you some sort of word to try to shame you, call you misogynist, racist, transphobic. And come on, guys, transphobic and homophobic, they're not real words. I mean, come on, nobody's irrationally afraid of a trans or gay person. We just very much dislike the ones who crash out for no fucking reason and who can't act like actual civilized humans. They think they're entitled to extra privileges and for everybody to support their delusion. But sorry, I never made a contract with anybody saying I would be nice to weirdos. I don't tell people to call me, you know, God or anything stupid like that. I don't ask for a title. Why? Because I'm a guy. I don't give a shit about titles. Especially not from a bunch of fucking idiots. If you want to call me a word, go ahead. Doesn't mean anything you say has any merit or meaning. I mean, look at your lack of self-control. Does anyone really want to be with anybody or be near people or support people that can't act like normal people, like civilized humans? They always have to make a drama. They always have to be the victim. Yeah, that's why they're losing support. That's why nobody wants to do these or give in to these crazy trannies. They're basically like gender terrorists. Sorry, but whether you believe in God or science, there are two specific genders that play specific roles. And that's male and female, and that's so the human race could keep on reproducing. You need a male and a female because their reproductive systems are perfect matches for each other. You shoot it in the woman and you pop out a baby. And we've understood that for as long back as we can remember. I mean, why do you think we, as a society, a civilization, separated the genders from sports in the first place? I want you to take a wild guess and wonder why. Well, the obvious answer is because boys are stronger than women. Developmentally, they get bigger, more muscles, and they get a lot stronger than them. So, actual intelligent people saw, women can't really compete with the men, so how about we let them compete with each other? I mean, duh. Dudes against dudes, chicks against chicks. Why? Because women are weak and men are just better. No, it's not misogynist to say that. It's just facts. A grand champ in chess, women need a lower threshold to become a grand champ than men do. Why? Because without it, I doubt there'd be any grand champ women. I mean, there's no women in the top 100 chess players of all time. Is that a coincidence? There's no history of ever there being an army, majority women, or led entirely by women that's had any success. It's just not found because that's just not what women do. The men are the ones that go to war and fight. And we've done that for thousands and thousands of years. Um, I don't say it with bullshit trying to say a man can be a woman because clearly science is not going to back up your statement. No amount of quote unquote research on this delicate topic is going to help you understand that you're just not a woman, bro. I don't care how much you like flowers, the color pink, or any other stereotypical girly shit. You are what you were born as. Now you get to choose how you project yourself or express yourself, I mean. But if you can't act like a civilized human being while doing it, nobody gives a fuck. We just want you out of society. Not because we're bigoted, not because we hate you, but actually, no, yeah, we do hate you. And it's not trans that we hate, it's the third world behavior from the entitled trans people. Yeah, their behavior is definitely third world behavior. No self control, quick to violence just by saying something that they either don't that they disagree with or feel insulted by. We can't have a society that runs off of that kind of logic. That's Carmelo Anthony logic, and that got his ass 35 years. And that kind of logic also just had a grandma get herself killed like a retard for attacking a minor. So no, I don't want retards like that loose on the street. I think it's up to our government to stop judges who allow these retards to get slaps on the wrist just to come back to society and ruin it more. You're not a social justice warrior, you're a treasonous piece of shit that is turning your back on every other person just to make yourself feel better by not giving in to your racism, some bullshit that you can come up with. How fucking retarded is that? But that's why it's so important to completely reconstruct our education system. I'll keep saying it until people start doing it because right now all we can produce are radicals and retards. Just look at every liberal college. All of them, well, not everyone in college, but I mean, the typical college ideology is heavily affected with trans, woke bullshit that doesn't want to trust actual data, but the feelings in their heart to come up with a conclusion. No, 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 no. dumbass. We are a nation of logic. We get that privilege because we advanced. We did it. We saw a culture needed to thrive and we established it and we built it. So instead of trying to take what we made, why don't you fucking go fix your own shithole country? Because they have people who acted like that way, way, way back. Yet your guys' culture still can't wrap your heads around arresting old men who try to marry children, or places where rape is either legal or has recently been made illegal. But just because something is illegal doesn't, I mean, it has to be enforced. So it doesn't matter that there's a law on the books. Is it being enforced? And since places like that usually have absolute shit technology, shit record keeping systems, who fucking knows? You could be letting in a warlord into the country or a typical nice immigrant who just wants a better life. And I'm sorry to those who do want a better life, but it's not up to us to endanger our entire civilization just for that maybe one out of 1,000 person. You're not entitled to anything America has. Get your own shit. Learn how to fucking act. I mean, shit, I basically said everything I needed to say. Ooh, look how fast that fucking thing is. Can I get that first? See if I can catch it. Yeah, I'm ending the stream. It's more like a little video. I'm still gonna do that, stream about the October 7th, Israeli newspaper, to make fun of Hassan. So I'll do that stream on Twitch later. Yeah, anyway, anybody who's gonna watch, thank you. What I'm saying, I'm just speaking the truth. There's no reason we shouldn't look at facts. There's no reason facts should be called racist. They're facts. They don't have an opinion. They're just records. So please, just be logical. That's all I ask.